focus.
Jags win it in the opposition half, and Chalmers gives it to Stanley, who gives it to Lawless, and he'll drive at the corner of the box here, checks inside, defender loses his footing, gets the pass to Logan, and he puts it through the goalkeeper's legs and not had the ball down as much last couple of minutes as Macbeth knocks one over the top for Chalmers. Could be a chance for him if he takes it on early. Instead he brings it down, he's in the box looking for a pass, takes it by the defender, now hitting the byline, gets it across. Crawford with the back heel, and it's brilliant. In again underneath the goalkeeper, and Robbie Crawford actually with a nice touch to get it to Crawford. Crawford heading it on into space where Reading will chase, but City lop up, and it's played back towards the keeper, and it's going to be an own goal. And Thistle,
it's good.
Stanley with interception, it breaks to Fitzpatrick. Reading's on the overlap. Fitzpatrick instead plays it to Chalmers, now a chance for his goal, and he slots it past the keeper. He's had a couple. Chalmers puts it in towards the back post. Ashcroft heads it down and in, and it's a first Thistle goal for the Thistle skipper Lee Ashcroft. Chalmers, another clipped one towards the back post, cleared as far as Watt, who fires it back in the middle, and what a goal that is from Tony Watt to open his Thistle account on his home debut. Sizable wall. Fitzpatrick strides forward, fires it in, deflected, and it's in. Off of Hewitt, fired it on the goalkeeper's side, got that. Lasson keeps it alive, O'Reilly's clearance goes up into the sky, headed away by Ashcroft and then helped further away by Watt. And now Hewitt plays it back to Charters, and Fitzpatrick will make it difficult for him as he plays it back to his goalkeeper. Fitzpatrick will get there first and take it round Stewart. Fitzpatrick in on goal now with Charters there. Plays it to Let Sosa, and Thistle are 2-0 up. Good chance for County as when in Fitzpatrick's pass was intercepted by Ronan Hale. He tried to lob the keeper from 30 yards and it came off the bar twice before falling back into play for Budnaukas to pick up. As Macbeth plays it forward to Crawford, he's in on goal and he slots it home. Robbie Crawford again, a great pass. Doherty heads forward, Lyle again, tackle by Watt wins it, and now Chalmers can advance. It's 4-on-4 for a moment for Thistle, now 5-on-5. Chalmers on his left foot taking the curling shot. Oh, what a goal from Logan Chalmers. They stepped forward to White, good tackle by O'Reilly, and Macbeth now onto it, plays it to Crawford. Crawford in behind for Chalmers, and Smith coming across to meet him. Watt, Stanway and Lawless in support. It's played back to Watt, Watt to Stanway, another shot, low right one, and he picks out the bottom corner, and Thistle have their third goal.
Made easier by his positioning.
Yeah, especially when their crosses going from side to side, it'd be easy to lose your position here as Tony Watt picks it up and switches play out to Chalmers on the right hand side, and he's 1-on-1 with Folds for the time being. Folds standing them up at the corner of the box, Chalmers cutting inside, trying to go on his right foot, forced to turn back by good defending, then a back heel to Cammy Logan, he puts it across the middle, Fitzpatrick turns it in, and Thistle, in fact that's Paddy Reading, gets the cross into the middle. Ashcroft rises, header not properly away at the edge of the 6-yard box. Stanley gets it further on, but it's Ballantyne with the shot blocked by Stanley. Now up to Watt, flicked on to Fitzpatrick, heading it down into his own path. Wilson trying to hold him up, Fitzpatrick still going, it breaks back to Let Sosa. He gives it to Watt, who's picked up position on the left, played it back on to Let Sosa. Just a little bit too heavy, is it? He's well tackled, penalty given. Looking to score again from the penalty spot. Chalmers sends the keeper the wrong way, and Thistle are back level. Chalmers towards the back post again. O'Reilly rises, header towards goal and in! Dan O'Reilly scores the opening goal here. Thistle have been pushing and probing all half long.
Touched the ball, there was 1 or 2 boos, which disappointed me a little bit.
Strange.
But there's certainly no boos going his way.
There's Chalmers, takes the shot in from range, deflects off Watt, and finds the bottom corner. As the angle's just closed off from there, it's towards Watt. Now Chalmers couldn't control it, shouts of handball, it's not given. Stanley will pick up the second ball, he's coming forward, takes the shot on. What a shot and what a goal from Ben Stanley! And you can't say that's not been coming. Thistle.
I still think there's a lot to come from him.
Corner comes in from O'Sullivan towards the back post. O'Reilly heads away, pretty much under his crossbar. Fitzpatrick again will try and lead the counter attack with Chalmers and Watt with him. But he's taken out wide, tracked by Lyle. Slows things down now. Plays it in behind for Watt. It's a great ball. Watt's got Chalmers with him if he can get it there. Plays it across the middle. Chalmers taps it in into the open goal. And Thistle on the counter attack, led by Fitzpatrick. They've got 2 in the first 3 games of the league this year. Wallace steps up, stutters, sends the keeper the wrong way, and he's got his goal. Thistle have their 3 points. The second half hasn't been plain sailing for them, and look for ways through. Sort of touched on how we got joy last weekend with the midfielders, but also felt the wide, well, stick with it here as Stanley knocks it in behind for Fitzpatrick wide on the left. Watt in the middle, Fitzpatrick taking it in, playing it across to Watt, he turns it in, and Tony Watt has his first league goal for Thistle. Reading will come to meet it and heads out wide to Fitzpatrick perfectly, lovely cushioned header. Now Fitzpatrick can take on Doherty again, goes between two defenders, takes a shot on and beats Ray at the near post, and Fitzpatrick has that goal he's been looking for in the league. Brilliantly made, all by him. Now Fitzpatrick again is getting more and more of the ball as the second half goes on. He takes it by Doherty here at the edge of the box into Samuel. It goes through Burns' legs, but Samuel not able to get there. Poor backwards header. It's Fitzpatrick now, plays it across the middle for Chalmers, and he turns it in. What a mistake there for Ray. Swinger put into the 6-yard box, header from O'Reilly, and it's in. Thistle are back level with 15 minutes to play, and it's Dan O'Reilly. Again on the right, back to Ocean Smith and Lawless. Taken on Strap, he's blocked off initially, somehow wriggles away. Lawless cuts it back to let Sosa, right foot shot, saved by Connolly. Still on the attack though, Thistle, it's O'Reilly to McPherson again, wide on that right hand side, trying to get to the byline, puts the cross in, Turner this time, it's blocked, Samuel! Pokes it in, and it's a first Thistle goal for Alex Samuel, as the Jags have turned this one around at the West Stadium at Firhill in double quick time. That goal, the equaliser from O'Reilly, changed the end. Sorts.
Yeah. Could be just. Oh,
Smith's ball forward's a good one. Falls to Tony Watt, and he turns it in. Thistle have a very early lead here, and it's Tony. Now, though, as Dunfermline win it back. It was a challenge from Gilmore, and Smith went down but bounces back up quickly. The ball, in the meantime, has worked out to Chalmers on the Thistle right. Overlap from McPherson. Chalmers takes the shot and finds the back of the net over the top of the keeper. And the Jags are 2-0 up within. To manoeuvre, get a pass to Cammy Logan, who then gets it to Robbie Crawford, and he just decides to get up the pitch and actually finds Tony Watt, who flicks a header on to let Sosa in the centre circle. Chalmers wide of him, let Sosa keeping it for now, and then playing it wide for Logan Chalmers. Fieldson in front of him again. Chalmers cuts inside, good tackle by Fieldson, and it'll come back to Chalmers though. He wins it off McDonald. McPherson gives it wide to Chalmers, then goes on the overlap. McPherson with Fieldson ahead of him now. Back to Chalmers. One touch and then crossing at the box towards the back post. Watt flicks the header in, and it's in! Keeper got a hand to it but couldn't keep it out. Fitzpatrick perhaps holding up in the wind a bit there, and it makes for an easy header for Stewart. Comes out to Fitzpatrick though now from Ocean Smith. Infield he cuts again onto Watt, back to Fitzpatrick, a touch. Good tackle, still Fitzpatrick and Chalmers! Great curling finish, and Thistle have got to Ashcroft. Inside to Ocean Smith. Now Lawless. Holding it up and spinning onto his left foot, clipping a ball into Tony Watt, heads it back across goal, and it's in from Alex Samuel. It's the former Morton man who's got the Lawless onto his left foot, trying to get across, and he's blocked off, almost falls on top of the ball. Lawless gets his body in though. They will look for a way to get the ball away. Manages to squeeze a pass to Ocean Smith out wide. Smith then plays it on to let Sosa on the right sideline. Up to Watt. Watt to Ocean Smith. Smith then looking to get out to Chalmers, and he'll find Chalmers too. Keelwright in good defensive position, but lots of Thistle players getting forward. Watt wiped out by Yakoviti. The cross comes in. Ocean Smith onto it, and he provides the finish. Mitchell slips as he kicks it, but it came to an Ayr player. Now Smith, though, as it was flicked on by that Ayr player, it's out to Chalmers, who's on the left-hand side here. The two wingers have switched side. Fitzpatrick on the opposite side. Chalmers cross. Let Sosa gets the goal. His first league goal for Thistle. And out for a Thistle throw. Stanley takes it quickly, gets it to Chalmers. Chalmers cross half blocked, and it breaks to Ure. Ure tackled by Stanley on the right foot. Curling, what a goal from Ben Stanley! His third. Fitzpatrick to Stanley, laid off to Redding. His shot finds the bottom corner, and it's a routine off the training ground. And Friel gives it away as Tony Watt made the challenge. Friel stayed down, but Watt has it and tried to get it. Fitzpatrick didn't manage that, but Stanley keeps it going, takes the shot on, and what a goal! It's Ben Stanley again with a curler, this time in front of the John Lambie stand, and Thistle have a goal right before. Macbeth fires it into Let Sosa, laid back to Samuel, on to Let Sosa again. Got Chalmers in the middle, puts the low cross in, Chalmers is there, and Chalmers finishes it off. Macbeth wins the header. And Carrick sort of just heads it up into the air, and then the second header comes to Turner, who plays it first time in behind for Chalmers, wide on the left side of the box, looking for the low cross again, and this time it's Let Sosa who touches it in.
Just dropped wide for a corner. It's yet another short corner taken.
Yeah, Lawless lifts it towards the back post. Macbeth rises and he heads it in. First goal of the season for Luke Macbeth. To Reading. He thinks he's offside and the flag doesn't go up. Fitzpatrick infield to Smith, 25 yards out, space to shoot, takes the shot on a low one, and it's spilled by Melrose into the back of the net, and Ocean Smith has his second goal for Thistle, and the Jags have salvaged a point somehow.
Through and found its way out for corner.
Taken short, here's Let Sosa, on to Fitzpatrick, into the box at the byline, fizzing it across at the back post, it's turned in, and it's Dan O'Reilly who gets something on that one, brilliantly.
So throw-in's not a terrible option.
McPherson does well to evade the defender, puts the cross into the middle. Samuel trying to knock it down for Watt. It is Watt, and it sneaks in at the near post. Tony Watt with a left foot. Alex Samuel passed it to him and it had gone right by him.
Yeah, for a throw-in. Absolutely.
Stanway fighting and scrapping with Chris Hamilton in midfield and gets the pass forward to Fitzpatrick. Chillico Millen right next to him, but he's waiting for support. Fitzpatrick holding it up, chopping onto his right foot, takes the shot. Terrell gets a hand to it, but it squeezes through, and in Fitzpatrick opens the scoring for Thistle. Goes into Scott Martin, it comes back to Cammy Logan. Now Martin again, into Lawless. Playing it on to Cammy Logan. His floated cross at the box, hits the post, comes out to Stanway, and he turns it in. And Thistle have their opener. Good control from Let Sosa. Alex Samuel out to Stephen Lawless. Cammy Logan goes on the overlap. Lawless holding it up, gives it to Cammy Logan. Tackled by Richardson. Cammy Logan keeps going though. Puts the cross into the middle. It's Samuel, 6 yards out, and it's 2-0. And Alex Samuel gets his reward for it. O'Reilly out to Chalmers. Kabongolo in front of him. Chalmers, left-footed cross into the middle. Good cross as well, and it's a goal for Thistle. Alex Samuel has Thistle right back in this one. What a delivery from Chalmers. From David Egbar, and O'Reilly plays it forward to Alex Samuel. Controls with a defender on his back, and it's laid off to Turner. Now Stanway back to Lawless. First time pass to Turner on his right foot. Checks onto his left. Takes the shot on and beats Demus at his near post. Chalmers. Cammy Logan's on the underlap. Logan Chalmers keeps it, plays it back to Kyle Turner, who then return it to Chalmers. Chalmers left-footed cross into a decent area. Header partially cleared by Parker. Then Stanway's onto it, helps it onto Alex Samuel, turning and shooting and finding the bottom corner. Excellent finish from Alex Samuel, going back across his body. I thought about going down the line to Chalmers. Pass wasn't on, instead goes to Ocean Smith. Smith getting out to Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick has Pignatello to deal with. Left-footed cross early into the near post area. Samuel shot block, comes back to Stanway, fires it across goal into the bottom corner. Excellent reading of the towards the far side of the box, where Murray will head it into the middle. Savoury brings it down, trying to shift it onto a foot, but will have to lay it off and doesn't find a teammate with his layoff. And Reading will look to burst away for the Jags. Turns back and plays it back to Ocean Smith. Smith into Stanway. Stanway on to Let Sosa. Stanway again. It's great football from Thistle. Stanway gets it across to Fitzpatrick. Leaves it for Chalmers. Fitzpatrick goes beyond Chalmers. Chalmers plays it on to Fitzpatrick. Plays it across the middle. It's an own goal. And a brilliant goal from Thistle. 10 yards from the byline. Back to Kyle Turner. First time cross from him. Let Sosa onto it. It's blocked away by Wilson. Might come back to Let Sosa. It does, but he can't quite control it. Comrie steps in, takes it out towards the corner and then clears. Only as far as Kyle Turner. Knees it onto Paddy Reading. Now it's Stanway to Turner. Back to Stanway. Right footed shot. Hits Tony Watt. Comes back to Stanway and it's forced home. And Thistle are right back in this game. Cleared away. O'Reilly wins the header against Shaw. It comes to Kyle Turner, who gets it quickly out to Reading. And O'Reilly bursting forward to support an attack. Reading keeps it for himself though and then gives it back to Stanway. It's out wide now to Dan O'Reilly. O'Reilly to Turner, edge of the box on the left hand side. Left-footed ball, comes back to Turner, right foot shot into the back of the net! And Turner who... Chalmers plays the long ball up towards the edge of the box. O'Reilly trying to chest it down, it comes to Paddy Reading, left for Tony Watt, he'll drift out towards the left-hand side. Nathan Shaw marking him, Watt onto his right foot, takes the shot! And what a goal! Tony Watt has won it in the 94th minute here at the Wire Stadium at Firhill. Thistle trail 2-0 at half-time, and they've turned this game right on its head, right at the death. Up into the feet of Alex Samuel, lays it off to Cammy Logan, played on to Logan Chalmers, onto his left foot, away from two challenges, and slots it home. Going across goal to beat Ross Monroe.
We'll see though. Oh no, it's taken short.
Taken short to Turner, back to Fitzpatrick. McKinnon in front of him, he's going to drive into the box away from him. Felt he got tripped, plays it across the middle instead, and it's turned in, and it is a debut goal for Cale Lockery. And boy, does he enjoy that. Getting into really attacking positions all game long. He's got two Thistle players around him though, and gives it away to Logan Chalmers. Chalmers now to knock it by Alfie Stewart and try and give him the run, but Stewart sticks to his task well. Short back pass though, Alex Samuels onto it, and Thistle are ahead. A terrible mistake from Alfie Stewart, who had done so well initially. Wide for Fitzpatrick, Webster in front of him, looking to go towards the byline. Fitzpatrick blocked off but keeps going, plays it into the middle. Alex Samuel can't turn and shoot. It's cleared up to about 25 yards out where McPherson picks up. Now Redding at the corner of the box, onto his left foot, looking for the space to cross. Does get the cross in eventually at the back post. Header from Watt, and Thistle have their opening goal inside the opening 10 minutes. Given it as the corner is taken short to Chalmers. Miss-kicked ball in, missed by a few and poked in. Thistle have their second goal, and it's Tony Watt. Scott Martin intercepting that forward pass. Redding playing it on to Turner. He'll be met by Towler at the halfway line. Keeps it for now. Plays it on to Rico Dyack, who's stayed on side here. Towler racing back to challenge him, but Dyack at the angle squeezes it past Gill at the near post. And Thistle have wrapped it forward to Paddy Redding. Redding then flicks it to Chalmers, who's trying to head it down to a teammate and manages to do so as he gets it to Samuel. And then Redding looking to get it in behind for Chalmers, and he's found Chalmers at the angle here. Shoots and scores, and Logan Chalmers opens the scoring in 11 minutes. Back instead, it's behind Chalmers and the head of Stanway, and Bonner was in a nice position to clear it away, but Macbeth now picks it up. He puts a cross into the box. Alex Samuel's header, and it's in off the post. Luke Macbeth's cross from the right hand side.
Just not let it happen.
Gullen's corner, good area, header away by Thistle at the edge of the box. Stanley try to get there, it's nodded on to Forrester, but Tony Watt steals it off of Toza McAleer, and he can run it. Jason Holt here is backing into his own half. Watt still going, Ocean Smith trying to get forward to support. Watt taking on Holt, going on to the left hand side, getting past Holt. Now looks for the past Ocean Smith, and he turns it home. Thistle have the opening goal just 4 minutes before the break here at McDermott Park, and it's the breakaway from a St John. Now the high ball miscontrolled. Ashcroft can flick it into the St John's box where Alex Samuel is. He's bundled over, and there's a penalty kick for Thistle right at the end of this one.
Oh no.
With 5 seconds left of the 5 added minutes. Thistle's number 8 from 12 yards against Toby Stewart. Strides up and beats the keeper. Keeper went the right way, but he couldn't stop it. And Ocean Smith has equalised right at the death. Switches it out to Tony Watt. Good control, then trying to get away from his man. Does brilliantly to move away from Girvan. Now a second defender come across. Tony Watt still going. Plays it across with the left foot, cleared well away by Dingwall. Comes back to Watt. Watt back to Crawford. His shot deflected and in, and Thistle have the opening goal. Dingwall then wins it against Turner, cleared away by Redding. Samuel backing into Vertinen and heading it down to Tony Watt, who then knocks it over the top of the Elgin defence for Samuel to rush onto. And he's into the Elgin box, he's brought down, and it is a penalty kick, and Thistle have a big Watt waiting patiently, looking to beat Tom Ritchie from 12 yards. Watt with a long run up and sends it down the middle. Thistle are back in front. Fitzpatrick here, playing it into Paddy Redding's feet, 20 yards out, gets out wide to Stanway. First time ball on to Fitzpatrick again, down at the byline. Cuts back onto his right foot, plays it back to Stanway, takes the low shot and deflects and in, and Thistle are back in front. Really patient play down the left. Smith, Stanway or Chalmers, who will it be? Stanway's first to run up, he hits it and he scores! On the goalkeeper's side, it's goal number 9 of the season for Ben Stanway. Riley, whose pass is poor, gave it away to Callum Morrison, but then made amends by making a good tackle. Ocean Smith now out to the left hand side for Fitzpatrick, down towards the byline. First time cross, lifted towards the back post. Tony Watt back pedaling, heads it down. Robbie Crawford to Chalmers, right foot shot, and that finds the top corner. Excellently done by Thistle. 22 or 23 minutes gone in the second half. It's 1-1 here as Tony Watt wins a flick on Alex Samuel now. Shoots and scores! Alex Samuel off the bench to put Thistle back in. Tick over the hour mark. Redding again with a floated delivery at the edge of the box. It's Stanway on the volley, and he finds the corner. Goal number 10 of the season for Ben Stanway. And Thistle are right back in this one. Hit the post in the opening moments. This time he's picked out directly from the corner, and what a volley, brilliantly controlled by with Lockery into Alex Samuel's feet. Turns and pass through to Paddy Redding. He's in on goal here, he's pushed over, and it's a penalty kick. Charts alongside Logan Chalmers. Ben Stanway scores. Keeper got a hand to it, but too much power, and it's into the back of the net. Invited forward by Morton. Plays it out to Fitzpatrick. Got Turner. Fizzes the ball into Cammy Logan. Touched on to Alex Samuel. Comes back to Alex Samuel again with his left foot. Shoots and scores, and it's Alex Samuel lay on again at Capello Park. And the late drama continues in Thistle Morton games this season. It's a little bit scrappy. Like this. The line for Keane Taylor to chase, but Ashcroft's there and he falls over, and Taylor now. Chance to cut it back, and he does cut it back. And it's blocked in the line by Ingram and cleared away. Oh. Yeah, Thistle win it back. Paddy Redding with a timely tackle there after a bit of a mix-up between he and Stanway. Crawford now looking to get a left-footed cross. It's a good cross. Alex Samuel equalises. Thistle back on level 10. Hoisted in towards O'Reilly. First header is Gallagher's. Come back out to Ingram. Good first touch, trying to get to the byline. Back heels it to Let Sosa. First time cross from him, and that one's going to see. Well, it comes off the crossbar, comes back out to Fitzpatrick. Crawford! And it's in off the underside of the crossbar! And Thistle waiting for the options to present themselves. Gets it to Lindsay, and his pass is poor. Crawford now to Fitzpatrick on the left hand side, and Thistle with plenty of numbers forward. County trying their best to get back, but it's Fitzpatrick going towards the byline. Cut the back, shot towards goal, and it's tapped into the back post by Ben McPherson. 2 games as a winger and 2 goals. Does put it into the middle. Mitchell punches it. It falls, and it's put in by Cale Lockery. Thistle are in front, and it is one of these set pieces that have led to the breakthrough. A block pass in midfield.
His hand, I think, was down by his side, to be fair, but maybe a little bit out to the right, maybe at a sort of 45-degree angle. There's a replay on the screen, but the play at the minute's live in the box. Alex Samuel lay off to Ben Stanway. His shot blocked well by Kieran Ngwenya. Alex Samuel brings it down the edge of the box. Gets the shot in, and what a goal that is from Alex Samuel. The way that Thistle have been able to clear and go long. Clark's kicking, it's over. Turley's head comes to Fitzpatrick, takes it by his man, squares it. Alex Samuel taps it home, and Thistle are 2-0 up. Aidan Fitzpatrick with yet another assist, and Alex Samuel with yet another. It's Fraser Taylor standing over the corner. It's played short to Gary Mackay-Stephen, then back to Fraser Taylor. Left footed cross from him, flicked on and missed by a few. Still bouncing about the 6-yard box, and it's not in goal. MacArthur clearing up. Left hand side, Mackay-Stephen with interception. Then Ethan Ingram plays it forward with a long ball. Charlie MacArthur heads it down. It goes straight to Alex Samuel. He's got Watt and Fitzpatrick with him. Here's Watt on to Fitzpatrick, sets himself on his left foot and beats Harry Stone at the near post. Actually, Cale Lockery to Crawford and out to Fitzpatrick, who's getting more and more involved. Cuts onto his right foot, puts the cross at middle. Watt's flicked header, and it's in. And Thistle have the header away. Break at the edge of the box to Aidan Fitzpatrick. Gets it through to Stanway, and Ngwenya on his back. Stanway forces it ahead, and Thistle have the immediate response. Brilliant ball through from Aidan Fitzpatrick. Another assist for him, and another goal for Ben Stanway, who comes up big in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a fantastic.
Fitzpatrick brings it down for Matty Todd. Stanway steals it off of him and then knocks a ball forward that Robbie Fraser heads away. Second ball Chillicoe Mullen is onto. Miscontrols it though, and Ocean Smith now gets it to Tony Watt. Watt away from Gilmore. Still Watt through to Ocean Smith. Terrell comes out and makes a good save, and Amadi touches it back to Terrell. He clears it straight off of Thistle man, and Chalmers is there, and Thistle are level. A huge mistake at the back from Billy Terrell after. Towards the near post area, just over Ashcroft and headed away by Ngwenya. Now there's a chase on for Stanway against Morrison, and Stanway who gets there first and lifts it forward to Tony Watt. He heads it on. Chillicoe Mullen has to rush and clear it. It comes back to Tony Watt. Watt onto his left foot. Now Stanway goes down, no penalty, and Redding wins the header for Thistle to try and keep the attack on. Stanway slowly but surely getting back to his feet. Here's Cammy Logan. Long ball forward, looking for Alex Samuel. Finds Alex Samuel, heads on! Thistle are in front, and it's Alex Samuel! A 4th goal of the season against Dunfermline Athletic, and the Jags have turned Thistle one around, trailing at half time, and they're now ahead. It's 3-2 to Thistle on aggregate.
Well, I went about back there, What a ball in! Who even was it that put the ball in, Chris?
Cammy Logan, I think.
What a ball in! And it's such a run from deep and behind everybody from Alex Samuel. Terrella.
Earlier on, goal scoring has been a problem for them. Defending's actually been something of a strength as Litsosa gets it forward to Samuel, who's wiped out by Tanzer. Play goes on. Cammy Logan down the line to Tony Watt. 2 in the middle on 1. If Tony Watt can get the cross in, he does get it in. Fitzpatrick's there and Fitzpatrick scores. Thistle are on level terms and it's Aidan Fitzpatrick who finishes it off. Brilliantly made by Tony Watt. An excellent cross to the back post. St Mirren were outnumbered and Thistle's number 21 makes it 1-1.
It's another playoff final goal for Aidan Fitzpatrick. It's his third